Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Children of all ages. Which, actually, I would not recommend children of all ages be listening to this, but...
I need an adult?
I am an adult.
Who's eating food? And why is it Cloud, and why am I going to punch him in the throat?
I'm not actually eating anything.
So why are you playing with the wrapper?
I'm playing with a wrapper and I'm breaking down a box.
I'm going to wrap your dick.
Anyway, welcome to the Gaming Stooges third annual Game of the Year 20-something list.
I don't even remember what my list was for 2014.
The 20XX list.
Or 2013.
2013?
Yeah.
You only had seven games for one, and two of them were Toho games.
Yep.
Okay. So this is going to be our, like I said, our top 10 games of 2015. We're going to go over honorable mentions.
I have 10 games.
No, you don't.
Cloud has 10 games. Cloud has 10 games and no honorable mentions because he's a fug.
Piece of shit.
Still better than only 7.
That is true. But you are down from last year because last year you did have a full 5 honorable mentions.
Eh.
It doesn't matter. All right. It got weirdly quiet.
Yes. It's because he stopped. Because I tied his fucking dick in a pretzel.
All right. So we're going to go over.
And now he's typing.
Honorable mentions.
I can't believe you could hear all of that.
I can hear everything. I'm literally sitting right next to you.
Okay, so honorable mentions in our usual order, starting with me. So
This is where you start.
Yes, this is where I start. My honorable mentions are Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson, Rock Band 4, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, and Cars, which is Rocket League. Justin?
Mine are Mad Max, Splatoon, Until Dawn, Destructo Mundo, and Assassin's Creed Syndicate because it just wasn't good enough.
Wasn't good enough, or is good enough?
Good enough to be better than Unity, but that's not hard.
It was Mad Max, Splatoon, what else?
Until Dawn, Destructo Mundo, and Syndicate.
Okay, got it. Lennon, go ahead.
What do you want? I'm eating.
Your honorable mentions.
Oh, I have 10. Because I'm a...
you have 10?
I have 10.
You want to shave it down to 5 or just name all 10?
I want to name all 10, faggot. I do what I want.
Fine.
You know what? Just we'll consider it him doing double. Yeah, I was gonna say we'll consider it him doing double time and taking my 5 and giving them to himself.
There,
Landon does not shave.
I don't shave.
Landon takes your energy.
This is my super spirit bomb. Anyway, I could have 25 if I really felt like it.
I could too.
I'll do it. I'll have 25 honorable mentions.
Please don't.
If nothing else, I don't have a list. In no particular order whatsoever, because I don't have time for that. Box Boy, Resident Evil Revelations 2, The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, Laser Life, Just Cause 3, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, Axiom Verge, Rocket League, Yoshi's Woolly World, Hyperdimension Neptunia U, Action Unleashed. There, you got your fucking 10. Go away.
What was the last one?
Hyperdimension Neptunia U, Action Unleashed.
You only named 9.
Was that 9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, that was 10. Never mind.
8, 9, 10. I can add more if you really.
No, please.
All right, then for my extra bonus ones are.
Snap, Lennon. I'm gonna need you to pause.
There's no video.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and start the top 10 now, if that is okay with everyone else.
Nope.
Yes.
See, I knew Landon was going to object. Lennon, how do you feel about this?
I will fucking, I will end this call.
You can, too.
I can. I can do what I want.
Okay.
I'm in charge here.
So, top 10. Starting with me. My number 10 is Laser Life. Laser Life is a game by Choice Provisions where you control two lasers and you move them through hoops to songs. And that's the game. But for real, though. I mean, that is the game. But it's kind of hard a little, but not really.
Even though it's super easy because you can't really fail.
That is true. You can't fail, but it's it's actually not that hard at all. But it's a fun time, and it's a game about an astronaut that died in space, who is actually apparently the tutorial guy from Tharsis.
I think he is. I don't know if they said that's who he is, but I know he dies in the initial explosion, and I'm pretty sure that's him because he kind of flies off. The other one just kind of straight up dies. It's the one that's on the outside.
And what is it? And you basically play levels that are based around his memories of his life, and I think it's a pretty neat concept. Really close to being an honorable mention actually, because the gameplay is pretty simple. And but the game looks really nice. The songs are good, and yeah.
Yee.
All right, so I believe I'm next in the rotation, yes?
Yes, you are.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to give a fair warning. My list is going to be complete shit, because these are literally the only 10 games that I've played enough to actually put on a list this year. But my number 10 is Mortal Kombat 10. I think it's a lot of fun. I played it when I was living with one of my friends and her family, and I played it against her and her brother. It's definitely a lot more brutal than a couple of the kind of more dull recent Mortal Kombat games to come out. It has a little bit more of the more classic Mortal Kombat feel, although it does have this essence missing from it. But I like it. The character roster is really cool.
You didn't... Oh, sorry.
What's up?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask if you played Mortal Kombat 9.
I did. It was
You didn't like Mortal Kombat 9?
I don't remember caring too much for it.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway, I like the stage. Just the stages look really pretty. I don't really think I have much to say about the music. I don't really listen to the music.
It's there.
It's there. It's pretty much there. So basically, it's the only reason why the reason why it's my number 10 is because it's fun, but at the same time, it's just kind of, it's from a franchise that's kind of draining out. But yep, that's all I got to say. A lot of what I'm going to say is going to be really short. So, Justin, you can go ahead.
My number 10 is Fallout 4.
What?
Whoa!
Oh. Even though I played other games where I could drop nukes on people, this one was okay, I guess. I mean, obviously it didn't live up to the hype. I kind of almost expected that, because it's Bethesda, and Bethesda never truly delivers on what they promise.
That is true.
Honestly, when it comes to me Bethesda games, the games are only really fun once you have 3,000 mods and counting. Because as it is, vanilla Bethesda games, they have a lot of content and, there's a lot of shit to do. You never really feel like you're making too much progress. That's my problem with Bethesda games in general. Fallout 4 just felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere. I mean, especially once you get power suits, or power armor, it's just stroll along the battlefield and murder everything you see, and then it kind of I don't know, you just don't feel like there's a challenge anymore.
Especially since you're straight up handed a suit of power armor at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm. And it only gets worse the stronger the armor you find. I've already got the X, the TX, or whatever the fuck that armor's called. The experimental power suit that's super godlike. So once you get that power suit, you're pretty much like broken for the rest of the game. But yeah, it was okay. I don't think it's like so god awful like some other people have said that I condemn it to hell. But I honestly think Skyrim was better. That's just me.
It's your turn, Landon.
I'm doing homework. Shut up.
Fuck you. We're doing this list.
I'm not fucking taking part of anything.
When is your homework due?
Wednesday.
Then do it later.
No, I don't have time for that. I work all day, every day. So the next, my number 10's Until Dawn. I did an LP of it. There we go. Actually, Until Dawn, like, I was like, this game looks alright. I don't know if I'll get to it ever, but it looks cool before it came out. And then my store manager was like, I got a copy of the game. I don't have a PS4 right now. You want it? And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I played it, and I was like, this can't be a shit. And somehow, like, no, wait. It got me through a time when I was drinking a lot because shit was happening, and I played most of the game drunk, or buzzed, or not sober.
Or talking to me.
And
Until Dawn was his comfort game.
And I was just like, hey, look, Emily, bang!
And then he got over everything.
And I was like, oh, cool. But I had fun. Whoa! Whoa, Nelly. What was that? Who's breathing into their fucking mic? I don't even know what's going on right now.
Are you drunk right now, Landon?
Not at all, actually. I'm just tired.
Oh, okay.
I'm really tired, honestly. I never get to sleep. Until Dawn, number 10.
All right.
Jack's turn for number 9.
Cool beans. Okay. My number 9 is Yoshi's Woolly World. This is a game with the Yoshi and the balls.
The balls are inert.
The balls are inert.
They are actually very inert.
So it's like from the same guys that made Kirby's Epic Yarn, and Kirby's Epic Yarn was great. And this game is like super cute, and it's a fun platformer and stuff, and it's just... Some people complain that it's too easy, and I just like kind of say the same thing as I do for Kirby games. What do you really expect? I mean, you can die. That's a step up from Kirby's Epic Yarn, where you cannot die. But, I mean, in terms of difficulty, not necessarily in terms of quality. But it is a fun, very just happy, feel-good game. And that's pretty much it.
All right.
Burp, 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 burp.
My number 9 is Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson. It is a sequel to Senran Kagura Burst, which was released like 2 years ago. And I liked that. And I like Deep Crimson too. It's pretty much Senran Kagura Burst, but better. You actually switch between both of the main teams in the middle of the game rather than have like, one and then the other. I like that team aspect, actually. It's a lot like if you have like one character and you just want to tag them out. Other than that, the gameplay is actually pretty much the same thing as the first Senran Kagura. I thought that it'd be a little bit more expanded, although I do like the perspectives and the environment. It's better because it's not just straight left-right. There's a little bit more 3D aspect to it, although the camera can sometimes have no idea how to focus on anything that you need to hit because of that. So it comes with its drawbacks. The customization's better, blah, blah, blah. It's Senran Kagura Burst, but better. So that's all I have to really say about it. It's a fun game, though. Justin, that's your turn. I don't believe you.
Number 9 is Lord of Me. Otherwise known as this game was made for cloud. Those who don't know about this game that's named after my username for some reason, you're a guy, and you find a girl, and you say, hey, you can't just laze about here. So it's like, you need to work here. It's like, okay, but what do I be? Here, be a maid. And then I vomited.
What? What?
And then you vomited.
Why didn't I hear about this game? Why didn't I play it?
But it's like you're like part of an inn that these two guys run. I actually forget. I haven't played in a while, so I forget if they're like brothers or just friends.
They're friends.
Okay. And as you just kind of like, it's like a weird kind of like, it's like a kind of like strategy kind of like game thingy mabob, but it involves around like crowd control. Like you got to fight like entire groups of guys instead of just strict one-on-ones and shit like that. It's a bit weird. You have to play it to really understand it, but you pretty much just kind of run around and grab girls and make them maids.
That's more or less, yeah. What Justin, I like this game. I played this game too. I didn't have it on my list. Could have been part of my expanded section. But the way the gameplay works, more or less. By the way, he didn't actually say what it's called. It's called Lord of Magna, Made in Heaven.
Teehee.
He just expects
Said Lord of Me.
Lord of Me, but
For those of you who don't know Justin's username, because we do call everybody but me by our real names.
Who are you?
Justin is Magnasonic.
The way the game works is
I'm Cloud.
I don't know who you are. There'll be like a group of enemies, and if you hit an enemy, like they will fall backwards, and that can cause a chain reaction hitting other enemies. And a lot of the minor enemies will like die with one hit. Like, they don't have a whole lot of health, so, like, getting knocked into another enemy will cause that. So, like, you try to, like, use your attacks in order to get a good enough chain to, like, do multiple, like, turns, is basically, like, it does help to, like, actually see it in practice. But it's, that's kind of what the gameplay's like.
Yeah. It also uses some weird, like, affinity thing, like, kind of like, think... maybe like Fire Emblem or something like that, where you kind of like take them with you and like they gain affinity with you and you unlock like little events because of it. Although unlike Fire Emblem or other games that kind of use it, what was it like? By the end of the game, the girl with the most affinity unlocks something special.
Usually they have through that they get like more skills. Or like they can do more powerful skills, and like that's like how you unlock their like best skill.
But like you can only pick one girl to be like godlike.
Yes, because you have only a certain number of people that you can like get up there. They also become like something story spoilers.
Yeah, but basically pick your waifu and she'll be the most powerful.
Yeah, more or less.
Anywho, next up.
It's me. I'm me. Who's me?
You're me.
My name's not Cloud.
Just give us your number 9.
My number 9 is Destructo Mundo.
Really? Only number 9?
It's got stuff. Shut up. I had Laser Life as an honorable mention. What do you expect? I can't even like fucking PS4. Ah! Anyway. Destructo Mundo. This is a fun game. Came out early 2015 from Minivisions, the sub-developer of Detroit Visions, and you blow shit up. That's like you try to use the least amount of nukes to blow stuff up. And I liked it. I 100% it. Like I completed everything using only one touch, using one nuke every turn, every map. I unlocked all the stuff, and it's pretty short. You could run through it pretty quick. I am salty that there was not a port to, like, the 3DS or Wii U, because I feel like those systems would use it really well because of the touchscreen. I can see why it's not like on other consoles, because PS4 and Xbox One...
Well, the PS4's touchscreen is a bit fucking weird.
Yeah, so it could work really well on the Vita, 3DS, or the Wii U, I would say. But, I'll beat them up later. What? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the thing with the PS4 and the Wii U is that the Wii U actually feels like it was made for it, whereas the PS4, for the most part, you could just ignore that it exists.
Yeah.
I think probably the reason might just be that, like, the Wii U doesn't really have, like, enough popularity for them to get Destructo Mundo out there and like really do well with it. And the 3DS screen is kind of small.
Well,
but I mean, it still work.
They put Wodave and Runner 2 on it, so there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
They even gave people who bought the 3DS version, you actually get like a free version, like it's
cross-buy.
You get a cross-buy with the Wii U version. So I mean,
yep.
There's like they don't really have like, I don't know what their reasoning's behind it. I don't know. I'm not them, but I would buy it. I'd buy it like 4 more times.
Like you do with literally every Provisions game.
They put up the Bit Trip for the PS4, and I bought that.
Yep.
There we go. That would be like my real like. That would be on this list if I could, but apparently I'm not allowed to.
No.
All right. So
number 8 is Tearaway Unfolded, a game that technically came out for the Vita like 2 years ago. Landon, what are you doing? What's going on?
Nothing. Go away.
Oh.
What happened?
Nothing.
What the fuck just happened?
Nothing. Go away.
What? Go away.
Go away.
Go away. Go to where? Anyway, that was fucking weird. Tearaway Unfolded is technically, or it is a game that came out for the Vita like 2 years ago, but rules for these lists is that if it came out on a console in the same year that you played it, and you hadn't played it on the console it originally came out on, then it counts. Fair game. And you know what? This game's pretty fucking good. Hey, because this is what happens when Media Module decides they want to make a game and not a level editor. Shots. Little Big Fun is alright. I'm just, firing shots. Not a big fan. Tearaway, though, is really fun. Like Yoshi's Woolly World, a very cute, very fun, a 3D platformer, actually. That, it's kind of dumb that they don't give you the ability to jump until, after the second level, but, it's still a fun game. I would recommend it to birds, as well as people.
I hate birds.
What else was I going to say? I forget. It's a good game. Play it, I guess.
All right, so that's it?
Yep.
Okay, so my number 8 is Pokemon Super Pooper Scoopers. Yeah, it's not as high on this list as I was possibly thinking it would be. But Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, it's a pretty fun game. It's I would say a return to form for the series, but then again, us personally, we skipped out on an installment anyway. But it is the second 3DS entry for the Mystery Dungeon series, first being Gates to Infinity. Just came out back in November. And it introduces Mega Evolution, 6th generation Pokemon, all that jazz. It has a lot of new mechanics, such as, I believe, Looplets and Emberas are a new feature. Obviously, Mega Evolution. The Connection Orb is, I believe, a new thing, although I didn't really play enough Gates to Infinity, so I have no idea what's going on with that game. It's got its drawbacks, but it's also very, very fun, and it reminds me of the first 2 Mystery Dungeon games very much, which Gates to Infinity less so. I don't know why. What a little I played of it. I only played the demo of that. I was a little off-put by the fact that the story starts off in a totally separate, very linear fashion, but then it opens you up. But the connection system, I like it and I don't like it, because you're guaranteed to get these Pokemon through these missions, but at the same time, it's decided for you who you get, and because of that, it's also decided for you. So a lot of the missions, they're not really that random like they were in past Mystery Dungeon games. Some people might like that, some people don't. I was fine either way with it. It's pretty challenging for a Pokemon game. Then again, Mystery Dungeon was like that, but considerably so for this, where they cranked it up right near the beginning. But I liked it. I think it's It's all right. Justin.
I don't believe you. Number 8 is Star Wars Other Battlefront. Because there is a Battlefront, and there's Battlefront 2, and they're much better games. But I got this anyway, because I'm a sheep. Bah.
I didn't even buy it. Ha!
That is true, actually.
Obviously, it's low on this list because it's a multiplayer-only game, so there's not much to it. I will say that this game probably has... No, I think it does have the single best graphics out of any game ever released. Like, people think Witcher looks good. People think Phantom Pain looks good. I don't think so. Fucking Battlefront, like, I can say Battlefront is the only game I've ever seen that actually had frostbite, not the engine it runs on, actual frostbite on snow and ice. I've never seen that in another game before.
Your graphics.
Hey, I mean, it might not have a whole lot of content to it, but its fucking graphics blow a lot of games out of the water. All I can really say is that it definitely has that Star Wars feel. It's got, like, all the sound effects and shit are very authentic. It's actually a lot of fun if you I don't know if it's mostly for the people who like Star Wars or people who just generally want a casual shooter to play. Because it's pretty easy to get into. It's not that difficult either. I usually end up being the deciding factor for whether or not my team actually wins.
That is true.
Huh?
I was going to say, can confirm, Justin is amazing at this game.
Yeah. Fuck. I've actually uploaded it, plug, on my channel, of me taking down 2 AT-ATs by myself. So, there's that. So if you're playing with me, you're probably in good hands. That's probably all I could say, really, besides... I actually think they kind of gimped some of the hero units, except for Boba Fett. Boba Fett, you can go like 62-0 if you're good with him. But, that's besides the point. But, yeah, Vader's not as broken as he used to be in Battlefront 2, where he could just force choke everybody, constantly. Landon can attest to that. But yeah, Battlefront's pretty good. It's not the best it could have been, but I think it's pretty fun.
My number 8 is Tales from the Borderlands. Technically, episode 1 came out last year, but I didn't play it till this year, and episodes 2 through 5 came out this year, so fuck you.
That's 80% of the game, so you know what? I'll count it.
So I think I really bought it. I'm doing programming at the same time. Because what was it? There was like because we just got Jack and I at the time had just purchased the Handsome Collection, Borderlands Handsome Collection. So we were playing through the pre-sequel, and there was some exclusive DLC if you bought the season pass with it. So it was like, I might as well. I've been semi-interested in it because, you know, it's Borderlands, and Borderlands is alright, I guess. And I ended up enjoying it a lot. And I think it's funny. It's, like, got a good story. I like the characters. It's got that Borderlands feel because it's, like, really humorous. It's got that humor from Borderlands, but it's also, it can be serious. Also, Power Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Power Rangers can confirm.
Yeah.
That's about all I got. I played it on the PS4 because I wanted the DLC to work on my system, like the game I was working, like the copy of the pre-sequel I was playing. So there you go. All right.
Number 7's. All right. Time. Jack.
My number 7 is not a game. It's Lexine's Quest.
It's Super Mario.
My number 7 is not a game. It is a masterpiece, and that number 7 is Lexine's Quest. But not really, though. It's Mario Maker.
A couple years late, kid.
Lexine's Quest. God damn it. Super Mario Maker is a game. I mean, you can play it. You can play levels in the game, so I'm willing to call it a game. You fucking make levels, and you play other people's levels. And some are good, some are bad, some are really bad, and then there's a lot of Kaizo levels. and those fucking automatic levels that are everywhere. Yeah, it's just I don't know what else to say about it. It's a fucking game where you make Mario levels.
See, he can get away with saying his game of the year is Luxine's Quest because I put levels based on Luxine's Quest areas
in Mario Maker.
In Mario Maker.
That is true.
Therefore, Luxine's Quest is this entry.
My number 7 is Destructo Mundo. Yes, Destructo Mundo is actually really good.
You just suck at it.
I do suck at it, but
hardcore.
The sense of humor is really, really good. The game is very interesting. Landon touched upon it, but didn't really explain it. It's a game where you have to blow up as many planetoids as possible, preferably all of them with one bomb. You get 3, though, just in case, so you can technically get through, but if you want a perfect run, it's one bomb. And you have to do this to collect resources in order to basically save your planet, and you're destroying other planets. So you're committing mass genocide in the name of protecting your own planet. Hooray. Go play this game, because it's definitely... I'm not Hitler, I swear.
You swear?
I solemnly swear. I'd be a terrible Hitler if I was, because you know how bad at this game I am.
Yeah, you are. Jesus Christ. You need to do the next 2 sectors so I did
do the second sector.
Okay. Well, you need to upload it.
I just need to upload it.
And then you need to do number 3 so I can just tell you how bad you are. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It's okay, Cloud. I'd be a worse Hitler because instead of conquering everything, I just blow the fuck out of everything.
Yes. I will say right now, though, you can quote me on this. Destructo Mundo is currently, I know this is made by Mini Provisions, but I would probably put it as my favorite Provisions game thus far. They've been on a roll with really great games lately, honestly.
Is there a slightly larger Provisions?
Well, it was Mini Provisions is a little branch off of Choice Provisions. So Choice Provisions is the big group.
But is there a Gigantor Provisions?
When I buy them out.
Yes, when Landon buys them out.
It'd be like, Team KJ presents the Choice Provisions Mini Provisions game.
Real big provisions.
Real big provisions. I'll do it. I'll buy the real big fish, and I'll buy Choice Provisions. And Team KJ presents the real big Choice Provisions, presenting Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien, Future Runner 2 Alien. Other words I'm repeating over and over again.
Yeah, Destructo Mundo, terrific game. Get it on Steam right now. Justin, you're number 7.
Or mobile. It's available on mobile.
And mobile.
iPhone, to be specific.
My number 7 is actually similar to Cloud's number 10.
No way.
Why is it that much of a surprise? You know my kind of personality.
I know. This is actually not a surprise at all.
Murder Kombat. Or Mortal Kombat.
Murder Kombat.
I'm a longtime fan of Mortal Kombat. I've played all the way to 9, actually. I have played Shaolin Monks, actually. The only one I haven't played is... Well, actually, no, I did play Armageddon, but Armageddon sucks.
It's true.
Honestly, I think Armageddon is where it lost a lot of its soul.
Yeah.
After the reboot with 9, everything seemed to be going back in order, aside from the gigantic murder-tastic plot that they had. It's like, what the fuck?
Kill off everyone.
It's like, you remember Armageddon? Let's do it. Let's do it again.
I think that's what I didn't care for in 9 was that
everyone was dying.
Yes.
It's like fucking. I mean, they even show like the end of Armageddon, which is essentially what was going to happen anyway. So Mortal Kombat 9 said, "Hey, let's reboot it so we don't associate with any of this shit." But you know what we should do? We should do Armageddon again.
But anyway, this entry is about Mortal Kombat 10.
I don't believe you. But Mortal Kombat 10, honestly, I actually do think the weirdest thing about it is the fact that the kids are in this game instead of like some of the more like mainstay characters, aside from like Scorpion and shit. I mean, they're okay characters, but honestly, I would have liked to see some moral classics and maybe some other characters from like Deception and shit, or Deadly Alliance or something like that. I mean, I understand that it's a reboot. That's the whole reason they rebooted it, because they were pretty much writing themselves into a fucking hole. But I'm not exactly happy with the roster. And what the fuck is with all the DLC characters being absolutely fucking ridiculous? It's like, what the hell? Now they have fucking Alien? Are you kidding me? That doesn't even work properly.
Yeah, no, I'll admit the DLC characters were kind of weird. I remember frickin' my friend had Jason, and I was like, what? Well,
at least Jason's like a fucking killer and shit. And Predator, the only reason why I let Predator pass is because he's at least humanoid. A Xenomorph cannot... Well, I mean, he can stand that way, but that's not usually how they fight.
I think one of my favorite characters in that game... what the fuck is her name? The insect chick.
Devora,
yeah.
Yes, she's awesome.
All I know is I did not need to see Jack after the amount of hugs he keeps giving me in isolation. Anyway, let's move on.
My number 7. Is that where we're at?
Yes.
Okay. It's Senran Kagura 2, Deep Crimson. I like this one a lot. It was good. Problems, lock-on, is poop. There's not really a lock-on, to be fair. It doesn't, like, focus on it. Whereas lock-ons in the other games actually, like, focused on that. There was, like, a visual lock-on. Number 2, what's my other problem? My other problem is when you're when you're doing dual combat, so you're, like, partner, pair up, like, 2 people, you can't really do your aerial attacks that well. Because if you send someone up and you press the button that's supposed to like get you to follow them, instead you swap places with your opponent, you switch your characters, and you don't really follow up. I don't know how the AI does it, but whatever. Fuck you, AI. Apparently you cheat, and I don't. Whatever. That's like honestly like not being able to do aerial combos is like the big thing I have a problem with. I like they really improved from Burst, the dressing room in terms of clothes, which you can put on that. They went more the Shinobi Versus route where you have more options, which is good.
And you have more options from the start. That's the important thing. You had like nothing to start with in Burst.
Yeah, and kind of the same in Shinobi Versus. The only thing that's different is Shinobi Versus actually like kind of labels your fucking the undergarments, whereas this game is just like, yeah, good luck. Whereas,
I like how they added a lot more of hair customization, which you didn't have like at all really that much.
A lot of the hair customization in Shinobi Versus was DLC, whereas this one it's actual content. There is DLC for this game. I never actually got around to playing it, but it's like some extra game modes and some more story. I never got to it because
there's slightly more story and there's an added character, but I believe
you can get
that if you also have a Burst.
If you have, if you can get the new news character that wasn't playable before. If you have Burst save data, you get him from the start. Otherwise, you have to like buy him separately.
Right.
It's fun. There's online, which fucking Cloud never played because he's a poop face.
You're right.
I did.
You played with me. It was fun. Yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. Not you, Cloud.
Oh.
You didn't play online. You haven't been like, Landon, let's play Senran online.
Actually, I could be doing that. I have my 3DS with me.
See? What the fuck's wrong with him?
The internet is not poop here.
What the fuck's wrong with him, folks? Let me know in the comments below.
What?
That is the major question
Like,
for this
comment,
video.
like, comment, subscribe if you think Cloud is a poopy head.
Please do. All right. Senran Kagura 2. It's good stuff. Can't wait for Estival versus. Please.
Yes.
No.
Please.
No. You. This is not your time to talk. This is still. I'm still on the floor. This is fucking. I have 4 pairs of scissors. I am Scissor Man right now.
All right, Landon. Let's calm down. Do you have any closing statements?
If you would let me fucking talk, you little piece of shit. Thank you. I like this game.
Okay. On to the number 6.
Landon, I didn't know you were a sister man. That's what you just said.
I said man. I'm gonna go back to eating my Cheez-Its.
Oh, okay. My number 6 is a game I don't think any of you have played or even heard of. Or maybe heard of, I don't know. I know none of you have played it. My number 6 is Rivals of Aether.
Rivals of the ass?
Rivals of Aether.
Aether.
Aether?
Aether.
It's Aether. Although
Rivals of Fuck Cut.
You could also pronounce it as Ike does and call it Ether.
I know, I'm just fucking around. Welcome back to Rivals of Fuck Cut That All Out. So Rivals of Aether is a game for the Steam, and it's the Steam. It's a Smash Bros-esque fighting game, and by Smash Bros I mean like literally everything about it, but the characters is Smash Brothers. It's like got pixelated fighters and shit, and it's like you can do things like fucking fight. Yeah, okay. It's technically, I think it's still in beta right now, but you know, they released it and you can buy it for money, so I'm counting it for this list. It's only got 7 characters right now, and it's basically
I did
like
hear about it actually.
It's like a Smash Brothers game,
I just realized I did hear about it. It was on Smash Boards.
But like all the characters are animals, and the best animal or best character is fucking I forget his name. Orcane, the whale with legs that jizzes everywhere. It's for real though. It's a fun game. You can buy it for $15 on Steam. It's just kind of a lot, but you know it's fun and blah blah blah. It's like yay. Done. Drop mic.
All right. My number 6 is Yoshi's Woolly World, or Yarn Balls. It's like Jack, and wait, who else had met? Who else played? All 4 of us played Yoshi's Woolly World, haven't we?
No.
Justin has not.
Okay,
It was an honorable mention for me.
All right. So yes. So it was Jack that was mentioning it because I had forgotten. But Yoshi's Woolly World is pretty good. It was, made by the same people as Kirby's Epic Yarn. Although, like how Kirby has, Kirby references, although it doesn't. I would like to say that this game is more like the Yoshi games than Kirby's Epic Yarn was towards Kirby games. But Yarn Balls, it has some pretty varied level design, which is something that I appreciate. I think it's just something that feels just pretty good with doing. It's cute. It's fucking adorable. So Jack basically said everything else that I had to say about it. So that's it.
Oh, does that mean that's me? Yes.
Yes.
Number 6 is Triforce Heroes, because the little bit I played of it was fucking insane. Hey guys, let's all jump in the lava. Or no, hey guys, let's grab Jack with the fucking boomerang and then ricochet him off the fucking thing.
I still don't understand how the fuck that happened.
I think what happened was it timed, like the fireball that was spinning around timed just right to where you were still on the same level as the fireball instead of being picked up by me, and you got hit by it before I grabbed you.
That's dumb.
I think that's why that happened, but continue.
Triforce Heroes is really, I honestly think its quality depends on whether or not you actually have people to fuck around with. Because I actually tried to play the single player a little bit, and I thought, But then when I played with these knuckleheads, I was like, why the fuck is this so funny?
I think the single player, like, I had this as an honorable mention because I have too much stuff, but I think the single player, yeah, it's alright, but you, like, if you're playing, like, levels with other people, and then you go and play them in single player, or you play them in single player, and you play them with other people, you do have to think of the puzzles completely differently, because you only can move one character. So it kind of changes how, like, you play the same level, but it changes how, like, you have to think about it.
Yeah, because you don't have people to coordinate with and be in, like, 3 different places at once.
Well, you don't have that when you're playing with online randoms anyway, so...
Well, with friends you can give instructions. Whether or not you actually, follow those instructions is another thing.
Example of something I tried to do, I'm just piggybacking off of this because was like the other night when we were playing together, like we were playing the lava level or the volcano level, and there's this one switch pattern where if the archer has the close, he will have like the 3-shot, and it's really easy for him to be able to hit all 3 switches if you can get a tower timed correctly. I tried doing that same thing that we were able to do pretty quick, where I just shot the 3 arrows, then you picked me up, and then I shot the top switch. But having, like, going through that with, like, people online, they just could not understand when I said totem. I wanted them to do it how I wanted them to, and I just wanted to punch people in the face. So, yeah.
So we did that relatively flawlessly.
We did, but I was just like, all right, get behind us, and then I'll just totem right after I take my shot. I will say that I do enjoy playing with randoms if you can get a good team and you can start to get going, but there's the occasion that someone's going to continuously drop and drop and drop. They did change that to where there's an update to where you have an incentive to play levels that you don't necessarily want to now, because you get hero points and you can put those towards items for the shop guy.
Wait a minute, question.
Yes.
Was it just its turn?
It's just
I was about to say that, actually. Landon, he is on the speaking totem right now. You sit your ass in the corner and be quiet while he finishes talking.
This has been abducted by Ganon, please.
Hijacked. This list is hijacked by Ganon.
This list has been hijacked by Landon. I can do what I want. Remember, I have the power to end this call.
Go fuck you.
Maybe later. All right. You can go back to talking.
So I can't believe you said abducted instead of hijacked.
Hijacked, I know. I've adopted this list. It's my list now.
This list is now Princess Zelda.
Ganon banned.
Okay, you can go. Go, man.
Words that Landon said.
All right,
pretty
so
much.
Landon, you're number 6.
My number 6 is...
And then we'll take a short break.
It's not Triforce Heroes.
Oh, God, fucking damn it.
No, it's not, because I said that was an honorable mention, which is why I wanted to talk about, because I liked it. There's, some of my honorable mentions I actually wanted to talk about, but I was just like, ah! Anyway, my number 6 is Super Mario Maker. It's fun, level editor. I got good enough, apparently, at making levels to where people suck at them, but they like them? I don't know. People suck. I have, 2 levels that have, a 1% clear rate. And that just kind of makes me laugh. I like it because there's, you can play levels, they had mystery costumes, and I like collecting mystery costumes, which, continues to drive I need to buy every single amiibo ever. But my wallet doesn't want me to. I like it. It's fun. It's as fun as people make it, to be fair. If people don't make it fun, then it's not fun.
Oh. All right, so that is our first half of our top 10 list.
Was I done?
I thought you were done.
Like you were
You're done now, Landon.
Done.
See us in the next part.
I will kill you.